This is roughly the midpoint of my preparation cycle for the first FIBA contest this year in Japan. I've never been to Japan before, so naturally I'm geared up to win. Today I have a jumping workout at 10 a.m. I really don't like training in the morning, it's really tough. I feel fine in the gym in the morning, but not on the basketball court. Today's plan is simply to try to jump to the maximum. I won't be attempting any difficult dunks today. I never managed to do them well in the morning. I have training every day now. Yesterday I did a lot of squats with heavy weights, and the day before that I did heavy deadlifts. Today it's jumps, tomorrow it's back to the gym. That's the routine every day. Feeling not very fresh, legs are loaded, back to. Against this backdrop, amid fatigue, I'm training now, and the plan, in general, is to rest for a couple of days before the contest, recover, and then I hope to show what I'm capable of this year. The start of the season is never very good for everyone, but I feel like I'm getting into form faster than last year, that's for sure. I've already nailed all my go-to dunks from my arsenal, which I usually use most often in contests under both legs, 360 between the legs, and the scorpion dunk. I've already nailed all my main dunks back in March, so we're moving along. Okay, let's start training. Three days before departure. I have two workouts today. In the morning, I decided to do some squats and power cleans. The workout will be intense, but not long, probably about 40 minutes. Then, at 10 p.m., I have a dunk session. I've already started warming up. I want to show you how the preparation for the dunk contest goes. I'll have two workouts a day today and tomorrow, then rest, and then the flight. The flight will be long, I think about 10 hours, so I don't know if I'll be able to rest or not. I don't really like flying to Asia precisely because the flights are very long and there's no time to rest. You usually arrive in the evening and the next day is the contest. But this is not the first time, so I think everything will be okay. Let's start training. I have tendinitis in my right leg here. It's a little scary to squat, but if I do the movement smoothly, it's okay. If I do it explosively, I already feel some discomfort. I'll do it carefully. Today, I'll also do squats on the box, or rather partial squats. I'll squat on these stands. This variation will be a bit harder and the weight will be heavier, but I think by this time I'll be well warmed up and everything will be okay. Finished here, now going home to rest. I stretched out the workout a bit, but I think I'll be able to do it faster, but I trained well. There's a 5-hour break before the dunk session. Okay, for the second workout of the day, considering the first one was tough and productive, this dunk session turned out to be pretty good. It's 10 p.m. now. I've done all the dunks I planned for today. The only one I didn't try to dunk was the scorpion dunk, but I think I'll do it tomorrow at another dunk session. It's very important before the contest just to feel the jump, feel the ball on dunks. Sometimes it doesn't even matter if you dunk or not. For example, if today I hadn't made any under both dunks but had very good attempts, like hitting the back rim in the first attempt, even such attempts have a very positive impact on feelings, self-confidence, and everything else. So even training like this, even if I didn't make a single dunk, but everything was hitting the back rim, it's also a good indicator before the contest. Already on the main court at the contest, you feel better, jump higher, move faster. In your coordination, there are still 2 days of preparation ahead. Let's keep going. Already during warm-up I understand that my legs are very tired, I haven't recovered at all. But that was the plan, to jump like this in such fatigue now.
Oh shit.
It was close. I lost it behind my back a bit. Actually, the behind the back dunk is quite simple among elite dunks. Essentially, it's the same as the windmill dunk, but you're moving the ball behind your back. Practice this ball handling technique and understand at what phase of the jump you need to make the transfer, and I think you'll nail it. If you want me to make a separate video on the technique of the behind the back dunk, then write the word dunk in the comments, and if there are many comments, I'll make this video for you. Okay, I've been jumping for exactly half an hour, enough for today. Now I just need to do 10 maximum jumps, simply dunks with 1 or 2 hands, but with a maximum jump, and then we'll call it a day. Well, here I am in Japan. Finally arrived just a couple of hours ago. The trip was certainly not easy. I spent a total of 20 hours on the road. The second flight was 13 hours. I couldn't sleep at all, as if I never could. But that's usually how it goes. It seems like you can't fall asleep, but I think I dozed off for at least 30 minutes. I really want to sleep now. The main task is just not to fall asleep during the day, because that's the biggest mistake when you arrive in Asia and lie down to sleep during the day, and then you just can't sleep at night because of the time zones and jet lag. It's very difficult on the day of the contest, so now the task is to hold out until the evening and then sleep properly, go to bed at 9 o'clock. I'm out for a walk now, trying to get to the basketball court, looking for shuttle bus. But so far I can't find it. I'll get in touch shortly and tell you more. For a moment, I thought that maybe taking a nap during the day is not a bad idea because I simply couldn't find the bus. I went to the place where it should have been twice, but it just wasn't there, but I still managed to catch it. The contest will take place in such a beautiful location. Wow, a little further down the stairs.
Right hand, swooping hook. Rivera in the penalty, 18 fouls.
But going back up is not easy. I couldn't step onto the main court now because I don't have accreditation yet. I think I'll get it today or tomorrow if I meet with the organizers. Everything looks very cool, really great. The court itself is slightly sloped toward the hoop, just a little. The front part of the basketball hoop I think looks slightly upward. Maybe it just seemed that way to me from a distance, I don't know. Tomorrow at 11 in the morning we'll have a photo shoot here, so I'll definitely visit the court again, take another look and then tell you all about it in detail. It will be me against Gustavo from Brazil and Tony Crosby from the US, who also showed himself cool last year. Let's see how they're doing at the beginning of the season this year. I managed to get into good shape because just a month ago my form wasn't very good. The last 2 weeks and the last week, which I showed you on YouTube, you've already seen it, it paid off, and the last 2 dunk sessions I had were very good against such fatigue and a weary state. So I rested yesterday, resting today, and tomorrow is the dunk contest, so according to the plan everything should be fine. Day 2. Managed to sleep through the night, which is very good. I woke up at 4 a.m. for the first time but then fell asleep again. In total, 11 hours of sleep. I think that's what I needed. Regarding the dunk contest, the competition will be at 4 p.m. local time, which is early morning in Ukraine. So, okay, as I mentioned yesterday, Gustavo, Tony Crosby and I were supposed to compete, but I was just informed that Tony Crosby won't be there. Some issues with documents. I really dislike these moments, to be honest, because I prepared specifically for Tony Crosby. It's bad because, you prepare for a tough opponent, build a certain dunk plan for that person. Right now, I'm a bit confused because it's unclear what dunk plan to put forward for the contest. The same situation occurred in Hong Kong, and I hope it doesn't repeat itself as it did there. There I also prepared for the strongest dunker from China, and in the end he couldn't make it. They replaced him with the second strongest from China, and on the court he said he had an injury, so they replaced him too. In such situations you relax a bit because you understand that you don't have the strongest opponent anymore. The dunk plan can be weaker because there's no need to put forward maximum dunks. It's quite relaxing, to be honest, so now I'll think about what to do better, whether to stick with the same plan or change something. I'm heading to the court now. At 11 a.m. there will be a photo shoot. I feel very good, that's the most important thing. I hope Gustavo will show a good level and we'll have a good battle with him.
Purchase your tracks today.
As I climb the stairs, I'll tell you about the court. I couldn't fully get onto it, or rather not for long. There are some games going on there now, local non-professional teams. They asked them to stop for 2 minutes so I could come in and take a look at the hoop and the court. They stopped the game and I had a couple of minutes to look around. The hoop itself is regular height, maybe even a little higher, but there's always this impression when you just step onto the court without warming up, it seems a little higher. Nevertheless, I think it's regular height. As for the surface, it's clearly an unpleasant moment for me because I perform my dunks off the lob. The court itself is on some wooden platform and the ball bounces will be peculiar and unpredictable. Therefore, because of this, there will likely be some questions. I hope there won't be any issues. There's no separate court for warm-up. We'll warm up on the main court just 5 minutes before the contest. Everything is pretty standard.
three. There is nobody here in Utsunomiya that is both show off the bounce.
Guys, it all worked out. The check is in my hands. I felt great on the court, just splendid. I made up my dunk plan probably 2 weeks before coming here, and on the day of the contest, I had to change them. It didn't play in my favor because I lost a bit of concentration and focus. I realized that Gustavo would probably make it to the final, but after the first round, it became very unclear how things would develop further because he missed his dunk, and after him, a local dunker also missed his attempt. Well, you saw it all? The surface here doesn't really suit off the lob dunks. There are a lot of dead spots, a record number, something that has never happened in any FIBA World Tour country. In Prague, there's a court very similar, but it feels like there are fewer of them, while here, there's just a huge number. The ball bounce is unpredictable, as happened with the final under both legs dunk. It hit the back rim powerfully, but I didn't risk trying to finish it because Gustavo missed his dunk again. I needed to score anything and just secure the win, which I did. Unfortunately, there was no competition in the final. In this regard, personally, I didn't enjoy it. I wanted competition. I thought I could compete normally with Tony Crosby. He doesn't seem to have many more dunks than Gustavo, but I think he's a bit more stable, judging by the contest against Grabo. Overall, my training scheme really works and has shown itself very well, especially now at the beginning of the season. I've never competed at the start of the season in my life. I've gotten into very good shape at the start of the season, which has never happened before. So for anyone who wants to train with me personally, I offer online coaching. If you're serious about training, if you have serious goals, then DM me on Instagram. If you're genuinely interested in developing your vertical jump athleticism, then we'll work with you. The contest turned out pretty good for me. It could have been better, much better, of course, if there had been strong competition. I think I would have given 100% today, but there was no real need to show off the most amazing dunks. As for jumping, it felt really great, very effortless. It seemed to me that I could do any dunk with elbow if that were the goal. The only thing I wanted to try was the behind the back honey deep dunk. Today was the chance, but because the surface was very unpredictable, I didn't do it. So I think if I have another chance this season, I'll definitely try it, and I think I'm capable of doing it with such emotions, in such form, and in such an arena. I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. See y'all soon.